Welcome to the first video at Advanced Training. Make sure before continuing in this series that you have everything understood in the beginning training series and the intermediate training series, because we will be going over and utilizing topics we learned in those previous series here. Alright, let's begin. We need to understand the difference of providing an answer to a question and addressing the need. This all falls under the same category of satisfying the visitor. Like we discussed in the intermediate training, it's a quid pro quo situation. The visitor comes on expecting you to have every answer under the sun. We do not have every answer under the sun. We have some answers, but not all of them. If we do have an answer, we provide it. If we do not have an answer, or at least a specific answer to a question, we at very least need to address the need. Meaning, we understand that they have a question. It is our job to inform that person that we don't have the answer, but our goal is to help them achieve that answer via someone else. Most importantly, an admissions representative. When you address their need or answer their question, that allows you to steer the conversation to then receive the information you need from them. Okay, it's a dance that we do. I've pulled up two chats that we've had today. One where we don't address the need and one where we do address the need. And so we'll go over that right now. Here's the first one for today. And I removed the chatter's name so this way no one can feel like they've been outed. This came in this morning, 9:51 a.m. The system asks me who I'm chatting with. The person doesn't even bother responding to that, and they say, when can I apply and start school? Okay. That's their main goal right now. They just want to know when to start school. The chatter does not address the need. This person's need is so big, they don't even have time to answer what their name is. So, we need to address their need. The chatter says, which location are you interested in? Yes, that's a piece of information we need to know to finish our chat and to get an appointment, but the visitor doesn't know why you're asking this question. And because their need was not met, when can I apply and start school? The chatter says, which location you're interested in? Well, they feel like they're being ignored. So guess what? They ended the chat. Now, I know I'm playing Monday morning quarterback right now, and I can only speak in hypothetics. However, I've had a lot of chats like this when someone says, right away, how do I apply and start for school? How I would respond would be, I can help you. I can help you begin that process. Then I have a canned response where I say, looking forward right now. Let me increase that font. I can help you begin that process. We have several starts throughout the year with open enrollment all year long. There are limited seats per start as you progress through the application process, your admissions representative will let you know available start dates for you to choose from. I would then add This response to this immediate question right here addresses the person's need. We didn't provide the answer to their question, but we did show that we are actively listening to what their need is, and we've given them a very detailed explanation as to how they can find that out. So we've met their need, and at the same time, we are taking control of the conversation by saying, I want to know your name and which location you're looking to attend. Like again, I said, I'm playing Monday morning quarterback here. We don't know how this would have turned out. The chat ended. But I have had chats like this, and it has gone a complete start to finish chat. I found out their name. I found out which location they want to attend. I found out what program they want to take. I found out their educational background. I've even been able to schedule them for an admissions appointment by addressing their need. It's better than which location are you interested in? They don't know why you're asking this. You haven't addressed them. Granted, they're the ones who didn't answer your question to begin with, but it's not your job to feel offended. Your job is to be a steward to them. You have to address their need. It was not met. Now here's one where it went over well because we addressed the needs. Again, I've removed the chatter's name. Okay. Alexa, she actually answers the first question. May I ask whom I'm speaking with? She says, Alexa Bailey.
I don't know that one.
And the chatter says, good morning. How may I assist you? And this person wants to know the application deadline of the BSN program. The chatter then addresses the need, and not only addresses the need, they actually answer the question. Because here they say, below is a link for the academic calendar, and is a hyperlink to, you can even see right there, the academic calendar, so that that person can take a look at the academic calendar to see when the deadline is. So the chatter has addressed the needs, answered the question, even explained it in detail. We have several starts throughout the year as you progress through the application process. Your admissions representative will let you know available start dates, blah, blah, blah. And look at this. The chatter continues to then steer the conversation. This chatter wants to know which location the person wants to attend. Okay? And look, the visitor answers. Nashville. They want to know the application deadline. Now, it's clear here that the person didn't even bother to look at the link provided. It doesn't even seem like they really read this answer. At this point, that's not your problem, because otherwise you're just going to be in a conversation loop where you just keep saying the same thing over and over again. At this point, it's okay to be a little aggressive. But the chatter still addresses that need. The chatter says, I understand. They're becoming empathetic. And look, once again, they're steering the conversation. What is your current highest level of education? Another piece of information we need to know. Associate's degree in science. Perfect. Previous education will be reviewed by the registrar. Have you visited a campus before? Now, this is just me nitpicking. This is a bit of a open-ended question. And it's up to you how you choose it, how you choose to steer the conversation. I choose not to use this type of method. I would typically say, I would like to invite you to the campus to meet with admissions. And the reason why I would do this, and I would play to the person's panic. And this person seems very panicked about the deadline to start. Okay? So I would say, at this point, I would like to invite you to meet with admissions. Especially here, because look, the person says, I'm in a rush to find somewhere. Her first choice, she got declined. Okay? And then our chatter does continue to steer the conversation. So would you be available sometime this week or next for a campus tour to meet with an admissions representative. I would stop it right here. Okay? This second part right here, I do not agree with this practice because you're giving them an option. You say, you can come in or I can have someone reach out to you. Remember, our first priority is getting them in for an appointment. So if you offer them to have someone reach out to them in the same time that you're offering a tour, they're going to go for the phone call and not the tour. Let them turn down the appointment and tour before offering a phone call. And that happens right here. The person just completely ignores having a tour, even though they're in a rush. Okay? They provide the phone number. Again, just be careful with this type of practice right here. Okay? Chatter still is taking control of the conversation. The person provides the phone number. They don't provide an email address. So we ask for the email address. Okay? We'll have someone reach out to you, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the difference is, both these chats, they wanted to know applying. Want to know when to apply? Deadline. That's the same thing, applying and deadlines. Okay? We addressed the needs here. We ignored their needs here. That's the difference between addressing the needs and steering the conversation, or answering the question and steering the conversation. Both can be done, but you need to address the needs of the visitor. Thank you very much.